Hi everyone, in this video I want to show you a few visual alternatives to a default numbered list in PowerPoint. You can locate the default numbered list by first clicking on the text, then under home menu locate this numbered list which is right next to the bullet list. Under that we have a few options. Two of them are with numbers, two of them are with Roman numerals, and then three of them with alphabets. In my presentations, I don't like to use this default numbered list because it's too boring and predictable. Instead, I like to mix it up with custom shapes and layouts to improve the visual aesthetics of my slides. So in this video, I want to show you 10 alternatives to a default numbered list, and these are from my own collection. So I use these in my projects. First, I have this option. This can also be used for table of contents slide. We have this rectangle shape. In that we have this number, which is a font. Then we have this triangle shape that's colored in a darker blue so as to give an illusion of a 3D shape. This line is optional. If you delete this, this is how it would look. If you don't want this to be an arrow, you can replace this with a regular rectangle without this arrowhead. Option 2 is on similar lines as the previous option. Here we have a rectangle and a triangle that gives this a 3D look. This too can be used for a table of contents slide. The third option I have is from Google Slides. We have unique shapes under each of these numbers, and then we have these bounding boxes for the text. If you want, you can remove these shapes. Without that, this is how it would look. This is the fourth option I have. I have used this in one of my recent videos. You can check out that video by clicking on the link in the description or by clicking on this card in the top right corner. This is the fifth option, which is also based on Google Slides. I have used this option as well in my recent video. You can check that out here. This is my favorite option as it's simple yet very visual. Next, we have the numbers, then a rectangle shape here followed by the text. You can change the curvature of this rectangle. So if I zoom in, you can get the controls to change the curvature of this shape. For the seventh option, I have two variations. The first one is with a number on a rectangle, and the second option is the number on a circle. So you take your pick, which one is your favorite. Personally, I like this one, but the only drawback with this option is in order to get access to the circle, we first have to set aside the text and then change the color, then put back the text on top of it. There are other ways to access the circle, but all of them are not straightforward. Compare that to this option. You can get access to the rectangle by clicking on it and changing it like so. This is the eighth option. So we have a circular shape on the outside and the font inside. One thing I wanted to note down for all of these options is I have used text for all these options. The problem with using text along with shapes is you have to change the colors for both of them separately. If we had both as shapes, then you can change the color in one click. However, once you convert a text into shape, the font is pretty much fixed. In your presentations, you might have your own fonts, and the font I have used may not necessarily work for you, which is why I have kept the text for the fonts. So what I would recommend is once you have selected your own fonts, convert this text into shape. That way your icons will be a single shape and it will be much quicker and easier for you to change the colors. For the ninth option, I have three variations. The middle one is a 3D shape. This is a cube. You can change the depth of it by clicking on this handle in the top right corner, this yellow dot. I have two more variations at the bottom here. So if you want, you can replace these with these shapes. The last option is a simple one. In fact, this is an icon, and you can get access to these icons by going to Insert menu, clicking on Icons, then search for numbers. And you will find numbers from 1 through 10 in both filled shape form as well as this empty no fill format. I use this option quite frequently because it's right here within PowerPoint. It's easy to quickly grab and use it. You might have noticed this in my presentations, but this is the most convenient option when you are in a rush. This is a quick video. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for future videos, and I will catch you next time.